This morning, you probably ate breakfast without thinking. A few hours later, lunch. Tonight, you'll probably have dinner, 3 meals, every day. It feels so normal that almost nobody ever asks why. But here's the strange part. Your body never demanded 3 meals. No doctor invented the idea. No ancient civilization declared it the perfect way to eat. In fact, for most of human history, humans didn't eat this way at all. So if 3 meals a day aren't a law of nature, who invented them? The answer takes us on a journey through 23,000 years of human history. A story involving hunter-gatherers, ancient empires, medieval religion, sailors, factory workers, and even breakfast cereal. Let's start at the beginning. Around 23,000 years ago, near the shores of today's Sea of Galilee in Israel, stood a small settlement archaeologists call Ohelo II. Its homes were simple huts built around fireplaces. Scattered across the ground were hundreds of seeds, nuts, fish bones, bird remains, and small animal bones. These people were hunter-gatherers. They didn't eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner. They ate whenever they found food. A successful hunt meant a feast. A bad day meant hunger. There were no clocks, no meal schedules, no fixed eating routine. Food controlled people, not the other way around. Then everything changed. Around 10,000 BCE, humans made one of the greatest discoveries in history: agriculture. Across the Fertile Crescent, people learned to grow crops and domesticate animals. For the first time, food stayed in one place. So people stayed in one place too. Villages became towns. Cooking became more advanced. Families began eating together. But even then, 3 meals a day still didn't exist. Different cultures developed completely different eating habits. Ancient Egyptians usually ate only 2 meals, a light meal in the morning and a larger meal after sunset. The Greeks often divided eating into several smaller occasions, but they weren't strict schedules like ours. The Romans were even more surprising. Despite building one of history's greatest empires, many Romans believed eating several meals each day was a sign of greed. Their main meal, called cena, was often the only substantial meal of the day. That tradition lasted for centuries. Then Europe discovered something unexpected. When European settlers arrived in the Americas, they noticed Native Americans didn't follow fixed meal schedules at all. People ate according to the seasons, successful hunts, ceremonies, and necessity. To Europeans, this looked chaotic. To indigenous communities, it was simply life. So where did our modern routine actually come from? The answer wasn't science, it was organization. During the 1500s, the British Royal Navy began giving sailors 3 scheduled meals every day. Not because 3 meals were healthier, but because ships ran on strict routines. Everyone worked at fixed hours. Everyone rested at fixed hours. Everyone ate at fixed hours. Predictable meals kept crews disciplined and productive. But the real turning point came 2 centuries later, the Industrial Revolution. Factories transformed the world. Instead of working with the sun, millions of people worked by factory whistles. You clocked in, worked for hours, took 1 lunch break, finished your shift. Breakfast before work, lunch during work, dinner after work. For factory owners, this schedule made perfect sense. For workers, it quickly became everyday life. Within just a few generations, 3 meals a day became the new normal. Then breakfast received an unexpected boost. In the early 1900s, entrepreneur John Harvey Kellogg introduced cornflakes. But Kellogg wasn't just selling cereal, he was selling an idea that breakfast was the most important meal of the day. Massive advertising campaigns repeated the message until millions believed it. Breakfast became more than a meal. It became a daily ritual. But here's the twist. Does your body actually need exactly 3 meals? Not really. Your body runs on an internal clock called the circadian rhythm. During the morning and early afternoon, you're naturally better at processing food. Blood sugar stays more stable. Insulin works more efficiently. Energy is used instead of stored. Late at night, the same meal can produce completely different effects. Your metabolism slows. Blood sugar rises higher. Fat storage becomes more likely. Even more fascinating, your body learns your routine. If you usually eat lunch at noon, hormones begin preparing your digestive system before the food even arrives. Scientists call this food anticipation. Your body predicts your habits. Which means something surprising. The exact number of meals matters less than eating consistently at times your body expects. Some people thrive on 2 meals. Others prefer 3. Some eat 4 or 5 smaller meals. Biology is flexible. Consistency matters more. But food has never been only about biology. For thousands of years, humans have gathered around meals for another reason: connection. Long before factories, long before agriculture, even before written history, sharing food created trust, strengthened families, built communities. A meal wasn't just fuel, it was proof that you belonged. Maybe that's why shared meals still feel special today. So why do we eat 3 meals a day? Because hunter-gatherers ate whenever food appeared. Because farming created stable food supplies. Because religion shaped daily routines. Because sailors needed discipline. Because factories demanded schedules. Because cereal companies sold breakfast to the world. And because our biology quietly adapted along the way. 3 meals a day aren't the law of nature. They're the result of thousands of years of history, culture, economics, and human behavior evolving together. Tonight, when you sit down for dinner, you'll be taking part in a tradition shaped by over 20,000 years of civilization. And you'll finally know why.